The vehicle finally stopped. Cynthia looked through the tinted window. An old warehouse stood before her. The building looked abandoned. Its rusted iron gate hung crookedly from broken hinges, and weeds had swallowed most of the surrounding compound. Fear tightened around her chest. This was the location sent to her phone. Nothing about it felt safe. Nothing about it felt right. Yet she had come anyway. Taking a deep breath, she stepped out of the car. The driver said nothing. In fact, he had not spoken a single word during the entire journey. The moment Cynthia closed the door, the vehicle drove away, leaving her alone. Her heart sank. She quickly reached for her phone. No signal. Perfect, she whispered bitterly. A loud creaking sound echoed from inside the warehouse. Then a voice. "Cynthia?" She froze. The voice sounded familiar, very familiar. Slowly, she pushed the warehouse door open. Darkness greeted her. Dust floated through thin beams of sunlight coming through holes in the roof. Then she saw him, a man standing near a wooden table. His face remained hidden beneath a cap, but she knew that voice. "No," she whispered. "It can't be." The man removed the cap. Cynthia staggered backward. "David?" David smiled, a cold smile, the kind that carried no warmth, no kindness, only danger. David was supposed to be dead. 3 years ago, he had disappeared without a trace. Everyone believed he had died in a boating accident, even Cynthia, especially Cynthia. Yet here he stood, alive, breathing, watching her. "Surprised?" he asked. Cynthia struggled to speak. "You're dead." Clearly not. Her mind spun. Nothing made sense anymore. "Why did you bring me here?" David walked toward the table. A single photograph rested on it. He picked it up and handed it to her. The moment Cynthia saw it, her blood turned cold. The photograph had been taken 3 years ago. It showed Cynthia, David, and another person, a young woman named Sandra Okafor. The same Sandra who disappeared shortly afterward. The same Sandra whose case remained unsolved. Cynthia's hands shook. "Where did you get this?" David's eyes narrowed. "The better question is why you've been pretending to forget that night." "I haven't forgotten." "Then tell me what happened." Cynthia looked away. Memories flooded back. Rain, screaming, a fight, a terrified girl running into darkness. Then silence. Terrible silence. David slammed his hand on the table. "Tell me." "I don't know what happened to Sandra," Cynthia shouted. "I swear I don't know what happened to Sandra." For several seconds, neither of them spoke. Then David laughed, a strange laugh, one that sent chills through her body. "You still believe that?" "What do you mean?" Before David could answer, a loud crash echoed from outside. Both of them turned. Someone had entered the warehouse. Footsteps, fast footsteps. David's expression immediately changed. He looked terrified. For the first time since Cynthia arrived, he seemed genuinely afraid. "We have to leave," he said. "Leave? Why?" "Because he found us." "Who found us?" David grabbed her wrist. "The man who killed Sandra." Cynthia's eyes widened. "What?" The warehouse doors suddenly slammed shut. The sound echoed like thunder. Then another sound followed. Slow footsteps, approaching, closer and closer. A tall figure emerged from the shadows, dressed completely in black. The same mysterious man Cynthia had seen outside her house on her wedding morning. His face remained hidden, but one thing was clear. He was smiling, a terrifying smile, the kind that belonged to someone who enjoyed watching people suffer. "Well," the stranger said calmly, "this saves me the trouble of finding both of you separately." David stepped in front of her. You should have stayed away." The stranger laughed. "And you should have stayed dead." Cynthia felt her knees weaken. Nothing made sense anymore. David was alive, Sandra's disappearance was somehow connected to her, and now a killer stood only a few feet away. The stranger slowly reached into his coat. David's face turned pale. "Run," he whispered. "What?" "Run, Cynthia." The stranger pulled out a gun. Everything happened at once. A gunshot exploded through the warehouse. Cynthia screamed. David shoved her aside. Another shot rang out. Metal crashed. Glass shattered. Dust filled the air. Cynthia hit the ground hard. Pain shot through her shoulder. For a moment, all she could hear was ringing. Then she looked up, and what she saw made her blood freeze. David was lying on the floor, motionless, a pool of blood spreading beneath him, and the stranger was walking directly towards her, with the gun still in his hand.